Okay, in today's video about QNT, I want to check out this move down right in here, which happened in the last 48 hours. And you might think in here we are bearish, but I'm thinking we may not be. And this might be actually a very clean bullish setup. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember in the previous videos about QNT, we were saying, look, in terms of classic TA, meaning support and resistances, we are having a very important, let's say, support area in here between 126 to about $130. And I was saying, look, if we get a break of this thing, meaning we go under it and then do a pullback and a continuation of the move down in order to take this low, then okay, at that point, we are going to say that the current move down in the short term is going to continue to where I was saying in order to reach to about the next important region down here between 100 to about $110. So unfortunately, that possibility actually happened, and here we are. The question is, can we argue that the bottom is in right in here? Well, maybe yes, maybe not. But here's the situation. I think no matter what is going to happen in this area, even if we get a move down and visit the lows once more and maybe even take them, even at that point, we are going to overall be dealing with an insanely bullish possibility. You see, these lines are in terms of Elliott waves. And in case that you are a new viewer, because I know these days, every time that I make new videos, I get a bunch of new viewers and subs, you should know that if we want to be bullish on any chart, we need to be able to find off of the lowest low of it, let's say around here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. The rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of impulsive structure, our wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. And for subwaves, basically we're gonna have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. Let's change the colors to white. There we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have many different possibilities. Doesn't really matter. Let's say, yeah, WXY into wave 4 and an ABC structure into wave 2. Understood? Okay, let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So in QNT, we can have different possibilities, but one way or the other, all of them are going to be bullish. First, we can say, well, okay, maybe this is going to be from here a 1, 2 decent move up into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, and as you can see, we definitely have all the subways for it. Followed by that, what happens after a 5 wave up? You know it if you are a regular viewer, a corrective movement on the downside in order to have an insanely bullish setup overall. I can tell you, look, this 5 wave up is going to be into a larger degree wave 1, and this move down is a correction for wave 2, and after it's over, or maybe it's over already, what are we going to get? Most likely a huge move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. And it's very important for us to understand that usually wave 3 is quite a big wave, so we can definitely say the next phase of the bull run in quant is going to be absolutely magnificent. So this is one possibility. Can we have another scenario? Yes, but even that one is going to be bullish, and maybe even much more bullish relative to the previous possibility. You see, this scenario suggests that maybe this is 1, this is 2, and then we're going to get big move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree, it's actually going to be into a larger degree wave 3, corrective movement for 4, another move up into wave 5, and even at that point, this white 5 wave up is going to be into a larger degree wave 3 right in here, and then corrective movement for 4, another move up into wave 5, and the targets for this scenario are going to be absolutely astronomical. So you see, overall doesn't really matter what kind of possibility are we going to have in here in QNT. One way or the other, all of them are going to be bullish ones. Now, let's go on H1 time frame and see what is happening in the short term. So here's the situation. I think we can definitely say this might be a decent corrective movement on the downside, potentially in form of, I'm thinking, an ABC zigzag, and in a zigzag, sub waves are going to be like this. 5 wave down into A, correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, maybe even a triangle, doesn't really matter, and then another 5 wave down into our ceiling. Let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So let's start by counting from this high about, let's say, $171. I'm thinking this could be potentially a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, followed by that. This move up, I think, yeah, it can actually be in form of an ABC zigzag with potentially a triangle into our wave B. And from here, we are going to be able to find 5 wave down, but the shape of it, depending on the subwaves, might be a bit different. You see, I can definitely tell you, look, this is 1, this is a wave 2 to about here, there we go, and then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down to about maybe here, doesn't really matter, into our wave 3, and then correction for 4, and this might be another move on the downside into wave 5, which basically suggests, well, okay, we just completed the subwaves for an A, B, C zigzag, and the bottom is in on QNT's price chart. Now, this scenario does actually have quite a bit of validity, especially because what are we having in the short term off of this low? This could be very well a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. So you see, we definitely do have some positive signs in here. However, for now at least, I'm not going to really get your hopes up that much, and I'm going to show you another possibility that suggests we might visit the lows once more. You see, what do we have starting from this high to about this low? This could be a potentially 3 wave movement, and it can be, if we just do this, an A, B, C zigzag, and this move up also can be in form of an ABC. There we go. And okay, if we're gonna say this move is a 5 wave, well, okay, basically these are the sub waves for, you know it, if you are a regular viewer, an ABC running flat structure, which can be potentially into this wave 4, and according to this possibility, well, unfortunately, we're gonna get another move down into wave 5 in order to take this low for the first target around $95. Now, which possibility is going to be in play? Well, I said it earlier, in the interest of not getting your hopes up that much, for now, I'm gonna go with this scenario that suggests we may have another move down, and then hopefully this whole correction is going to be over. Nonetheless, the structures in here, in my opinion, are quite clear. And if you want to wait a bit more for an absolutely 100% bullish confirmation, then okay, you need to definitely have your eyes on taking this high about, let's say, $155. Why is that? Because let's say from here, we're going to get a move up in order to take this high. At that point, if you want to be bearish in quant, then okay, you must be able to find, starting from this point to about the lowest line here, a 5 wave impulsive structure down. And how exactly are you able to find it? For me, at least, it is quite hard. And I'm not going to say it's absolutely impossible. No, it is possible to find a 5 wave down in here, but the shape of it is going to be so weird, which makes me say that, you know what, even in case that we're going to have a 5 wave down in here, it's not going to be my primary possibility. And this is probably an A, B, C zigzag structure. So taking this high in quant, in my opinion, is going to be a very, very important bullish confirmation that suggests our bull run is not over yet, and this is just the beginning, and the next phase is going to be absolutely magnificent. It's just the fact that before we get that move up, we might get one more move down in order to take this low about $95. And if you believe that QNT is a good token, I'm not here to sell you any quant. I would highly suggest just do your own due diligence and come up with your own conclusion. And if then you thought that this is a good token, then okay, any kind of move down for you should be considered as a buy opportunity, right? I know for me, if we get like a decent move down in order to go to somewhere around these regions, I am definitely going to accumulate some more QNT. So from my point of view, I believe in quant, we are definitely having a very solid bullish setup. And this move down is just a correction and there is nothing to be worried about. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in QNT's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.